5 Safest Countries in Africa 2024 for Travel. The beautiful continent of Africa, known for its warm people, breathtaking landscapes, unique cultures, rich diversity, captivating history, and ancient stories, is an incredible travel destination. Whether you're a safari enthusiast, an adventure traveler, an insatiable historian, a fervent xenophile, or an intrepid explorer, there is something on offer for everyone in Africa. That being said, the mother continent is unfortunately notorious for its safety levels. So it's expected that you're doing some research on the safest countries in Africa in preparation for an upcoming trip. Today, you get to find out exactly that. I have not only included the safest African country 2024, but also a handful of additional options. You will also discover some essential safety tips as a traveler in Africa and vital information on which African countries to avoid. Is Africa safe? This vast continent, spread across an area of 37 million km superscript 2, is divided into 54 African countries, with many of those countries being relatively safe to visit or live. A handful of safe African countries have a level 1 travel advisory, which is the best safety level. Africa, home of the Great Pyramids of Giza, Kilimanjaro, the Sahara, the Nile River, Table Mountain, Victoria Falls, the Serengeti, and many more amazing African landmarks, attracts around 62 million tourists each year looking to experience its magic. The second largest continent is certainly a land of contrasts. One day you could find yourself in the center of a bustling city surrounded by skyscrapers, and the next you could be witnessing wildlife spectacles on an endless open savanna. One day you could be at the top of the highest free-standing mountain in the world, and the next you could be fascinated by the underwater world of a tropical island. One day you could be mesmerized by the largest desert, and the next you could be sailing down the longest river in the world. Is traveling in Africa safe? Make sure hit subscribe button for more videos. Here's the list of 5 safest countries in Africa. Number 1. Mauritius. Safest African country in 2024 and 2023 with an overall score of 1.546 on the most recent Global Peace Index. This number also places this African nation as the 23rd safest country in the world. Known as the Pearl of the Indian Ocean, this island nation located off the eastern coast of Africa scores well on indicators such as organized conflict, terrorist activity, and conflicts fought. The country does not fare as well on the security of the civil police force as well as perceived criminality in society. Mauritius, known for its pristine beaches, extensive coral reefs and lagoons, tropical climate, and cultural diversity, is also known for offering a safe environment to both residents and visitors. It is very safe to visit with a low crime rate that is mostly petty theft and non-violent. This volcanic island getaway is a year-round destination and should be on every beach lover's bucket list. Reasons to visit Mauritius include its beautiful beaches, luxurious resorts, world-class diving, perfect climate, multiculturalism, good food, and an abundance of activities for every kind of traveler. Whether you're into water sports, mountain trekking, birdwatching, scuba diving, quad biking, or cultural explorations, there's something here for you. Number 2. Botswana. Botswana, safest place in Africa safari wilderness. Botswana takes the second spot on this list of Africa's safest countries 2024. The country is also the safest place in Africa to go on a safari. It scored an average of 1.762 on the 2023 Global Peace Index, placing the nation 42nd overall in the world. Botswana scores well in the categories of deaths from conflict, political terror, and displaced people. It doesn't fare as well in the areas of homicides and perceived criminality in society. Most visits go without any ill occurrence, but travelers do need to note that most crimes here are in the form of petty theft, pickpocketing, and bag snatching. This landlocked country in southern Africa is renowned for its huge diamond deposits and expansive pristine areas of wilderness offering some of the best wildlife viewings on the planet. Just under 40% of its total land area is dedicated to national parks and wildlife reserve areas. Don't miss the opportunity to visit the best among them that include the Chobe River ecosystem, the Okavango Delta, the Kalahari Desert, and the Kalahari Transfrontier Park. Botswana is one of the most stable countries in Africa. Adventurers and solo travelers enjoy the safe environment provided by Africa's oldest continuous democracy. Botswana also holds the top spot for the safest safari in Africa. Number 3. Ghana. Ghana, safest African country. The Republic of Ghana is third on this list, having held the position as the safest country in Africa in previous years. With a score of 1.799 on the Global Peace Index, it is considered one of the safest countries on the African continent in 2024 and 2023. Situated on the coast of the Gulf of Guinea in Western Africa, the nation scores well on neighboring country relations, UN peacekeeping funding, and minimal deaths from conflict. Areas of improvement include the existence of violent demonstrations and a high perceived criminality rate in society. As one of Africa's fastest-growing economies, Ghana is a relatively stable country and stands out in a region where peace and stability are not common. In addition, Ghana is also relatively safe and most visits go without any trouble. However, crime, ranging from petty to violent, does occur and it is important to remain vigilant. The Gold Coast, well known for its rich gold and cocoa deposits, is also renowned for its long history, cultural heritage, natural landscapes, and diverse animal life. In addition to its cultural tourism, other reasons to visit Ghana include its tropical beaches, welcoming people, good food, and great African music. Number 4. Rwanda. Beautiful Rwanda, Africa's safest country in Africa. Rwanda is certainly a top contender for the safest country in Africa 2024 position. The African nation, known for its relaxed pace and natural landscapes, has an overall score of 2.051 on the 2023 Global Peace Index. It scores well on UN peacekeeping funding and weapons exports, but not so well on its neighboring country relations and its jailed population. Tourists are warmly welcomed in the Republic of Rwanda by the locals who themselves are warm, friendly, and hospitable. As one of Africa's safest countries for solo travelers, you will find that crime levels remain relatively low in Rwanda with a high confidence in the local police force. However, pickpockets are active in crowded spaces and petty theft does occur. Reasons to visit this landlocked country located in the Great Rift Valley at the convergence of the African Great Lakes region and East Africa include its natural beauty, vibrant culture, and interesting history. Often referred to as the land of 1,000 hills, Rwanda is filled with volcanic and misty Virunga mountains and is world-renowned for its diverse landscapes. Number 5. Namibia. Namibia, safest countries Africa. Namibia is also included on the list of safe countries in Africa 2024 with an overall score of 1.859 on the Global Peace Index. This southern African nation scores well on neighboring country relations, political terror, conflicts fought, and death from conflicts. However, it does suffer from a number of issues and does not fare as well on homicides and the perceived level of criminality in society. For the most part, the Republic of Namibia is a safe country in Africa to visit. This country, found on the southwest coast of the continent, is peaceful and welcoming. The high poverty and unemployment rate does lead to some opportunistic crime. Care and caution should be taken in the capital, Windhoek, to avoid incidents of pickpocketing, bag snatching, and vehicle theft. In addition to being one of the safest countries in Africa, Namibia is also one of the driest and most sparsely populated countries in the world. Famous the world over for having the highest sand dunes in the world at Sossusvlei, it is also known for its sublime landscapes, amazing wildlife viewing opportunities, and a whole lot of adventure activities. There you go. A guide on the most peaceful countries in Africa and where to avoid. This list is by no means exhaustive. If you have any other concerns or questions about traveling, just let me know and I'll be happy to help you out and ease your concerns before traveling abroad. What countries would you love to visit on this interesting continent? Safe travels in Africa. Make sure hit subscribe button for more videos.